What would be the best combination of modern drivers to create the perfect NASCAR driver? In this video, I cover 9 skills necessary for every NASCAR racer and select a different driver for each one based on how well they perform in that particular area, regardless of the quality of their car. Starting with raw pace, which measures the fastest speed you can expect from the driver. This has become much more important with the next-gen car, as tire saving has become harder, so drivers have to push the limit on practically every lap. Based on performance over the past few years, I have to select Kyle Larson for pace. He's the favorite to win almost every week, qualifies up near the top typically, and is always in contention due to his speed, even when his teammates can lag behind. So Larson for pace. Car control measures a driver's ability to move around the track, use multiple grooves, and save the car if it gets sideways. With Kyle Larson off the table, there's only one driver I can think of that fits all of these criteria: Tyler Reddick. Reddick is more than capable of maneuvering from the top to the bottom of the track all day long. He won back-to-back Xfinity championships almost purely based on his car control at Homestead, Miami, and since then he's been great in the Cup Series. Whether it's a fantastic save at the Coke 600 or a 3-wide pass for the win at Kansas, it's got to be Tyler Reddick for car control. As I alluded to before, tire saving seems to be almost a lost art in modern NASCAR. It measures how well a driver is able to preserve their tires to maintain high speed over the course of a long run. The one race in 2024 that tire wear played a major factor in was Bristol. In this race, plenty of drivers ripped their tires to shreds during the course of the day. By the end of the race, everybody except the top 5 were at least one lap down. These top 5 drivers were Kyle Larson, Alex Bowman, Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex Jr., and Denny Hamlin. Keselowski and Bowman still weren't even that close, so for me tire saving is between Hamlin and Truex. Even historically, both of these drivers have multiple wins at tracks that eat up tires like Bristol, Darlington, and Old Atlanta. I'll give the slight edge to Hamlin though because of his great history at Bristol, where he has 4 wins. If you want a driver who will bring great offense to the team, you'll need to look for someone who isn't afraid to ruffle some feathers, make some bold moves, and occasionally straight up push another car out of the way. Look no further for offense than Joey Logano. When it comes down to crunch time, no driver is willing to push the man ahead of him out of the way like Logano. He's done it on several occasions, getting himself into trouble, but he's the only one who consistently pushes it right to the edge without completely crossing the line. Defense measures how well a driver can keep a faster car behind them. For many years, the question who is the hardest driver to pass, whether it was asked to a driver or fan, was always answered with Ryan Newman. But with Newman's retirement, Ross Chastain has emerged to fill this role. Whether that means he's just an annoying driver to pass or he actually has quality defense is irrelevant. Ross gives it his all any time someone begins to approach him. His blocks can get a little over the top sometimes, but it's all well worth it for the best defense in NASCAR. Mentality or IQ measures a driver's ability to be creative, maintain a calm head under pressure, and be a valuable asset to his team. Drivers like Christopher Bell and William Byron do a good job of remaining steady and cool all race long, but Brad Keselowski definitely embodies this idea the most. Although he had a reputation for being a bit of a goofball when he was younger, he certainly matured well. On the radio and in interviews, Brad is currently one of, if not the most humble, well-spoken, and level-headed driver in NASCAR. He doesn't make mistakes when the lights get bright, as he's already seen everything as a champion of the sport. And of course, as a co-owner of RFK Racing, he came in and revitalized the team when it was on its deathbed, remodeling the whole organization from the ground up and helping restore it to near championship level contention over the past few years. So definitely Brad for mentality. For the past 15 years, Kyle Busch has repeatedly been called the best restarter in NASCAR, and despite the underperformance of Richard Childress Racing, Kyle still is that guy. He constantly gains position on almost every restart that he has a good car under him, and we know he's not afraid to get aggressive. Unlike a driver like Kyle Larson's aggression, Busch's aggression doesn't tend to burn him, as he's a much more experienced veteran at this point and knows exactly how much he can extract out of his car when he needs it most, without overstepping his limits. Versatility measures a driver's ability to run well at all types of tracks on the schedule. Kyle Larson is obviously well known for his versatility, but equally great at this is Chase Elliott, who I've picked for this category. He's obviously a phenomenal road course racer, even though it's been a few years since he's won on one. In modern NASCAR, this kind of adaptability is essential, and it's apparent that Elliott has it given his regular season championship in 2022 and his high points position in 2024. Not only is he good at road courses, having 7 wins at these tracks, but he also has multiple wins at Talladega, multiple wins at intermediate tracks, multiple wins at shorter tracks, and even a technical win at Pocono. He may not be consistently in the running to win each week, but Chase Elliott is one of only a few drivers who is in the run for a top 10 no matter the track, so he has the versatility. If you want a consistent driver who can rip off lap after lap with no mistake, you should probably take the guy who led 392 of 400 laps in the 2016 Coke 600 en route to a dominating victory. The running joke among NASCAR fans has been that when Martin Truex Jr. wins a race, it means that race was boring. And despite it being a joke, most of the time it's unfortunately true. So true in fact that even Martin himself has acknowledged the joke. When Truex has the right car underneath him, he never makes a misstep and he leaves the competition in the dust with ease, so he's the most consistent driver. So to recap, in my opinion, the perfect NASCAR driver, if I could only choose each driver once, would have the pace of Kyle Larson, the car control of Tyler Reddick, the tire saving of Denny Hamlin, the offense of Joey Logano, the defense of Ross Chastain, the mentality of Brad Keselowski, the aggression of Kyle Busch, the versatility of Chase Elliott, and the consistency of Martin Truex Jr. Let me know what you think and give me your perfect driver. Thanks for watching, everyone.